Foreman's log 228, date 3/1, March 1st, 1917. After 10 days of pumping water up from the underground spring, the reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame that the old station had to be flooded as a consequence of this action, but I suspect that may have been the actual reason they chose to build the reservoir here. And as an engineer, I agree that flooding is preferable to collapsing the entire tunnel. On the bright side, now that the water supply is no longer limited, we can start to leverage steam to a much greater extent. I suspect by this time next month, the steam-powered hoist at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. That's neat. So this is supposed to be like hey, this tells you zoom out or look at this at like the right level. This tells you what each of these marks are, I think. Or it's full dock level, entry level. So there's some sort of entry level system. I think we need to go get the dock level first, move the boat over to this side, then lower it down to the entry level. And that way we'll be able to use the boat to get into the system. And then there's the full drain. There's this cursed puzzle box. So I think we have to get the two yellow squares to line up, and once they line up, they turn into... Okay. What if I... No, that doesn't work the way I was hoping it would. I'm so confused because there's a way to light up these puzzle boxes by getting the corners all lit, but for some reason that doesn't appear to be the solution for this puzzle box. Huh. Okay, we'll come back later for that puzzle box, I guess. It's not costing... That's a gate with a lock on it and a code. Okay, so while we're here, let's go unlock room 46. Let's go ahead and do this. Because now we actually have a connecting path to room 46. Watch, I'm gonna need a special key for room 46. That would be such a funny play. There's something to do with these 8 doors. Like, this is me getting to room 46 is the first ending, not the ending. Which is super neat, because that just means there's so much more to go on. So I want to get to where the upstairs one is reconnected again, but this way with the opposite path. Let's see if we can use one of the codes I've gotten so far to get me through this gate. At least the good news now is if I do need to roll into the boiler room, it's going to be easier. Oh, there's another one of the red letters. And one of the gems. Wait, don't I still have an upgrade disc? I do have an upgrade disc. I need to go make sure I use that. Oh, no. Oh, I don't have anything for this. I wonder if it's Mary. Is there an R in here? That would be too easy. Oh, we could brute force this. This is too many combinations. Oh no, there's another. Oh, and that's one of the gems. Oh. There's a whole second ending. There's more to this game than the ending I'm about to get. The ending I'm about to get is not the true ending. There's more to be played. There's more to be played after we get to room 46 for the first time. This isn't the real end. This isn't an ending, this is just the beginning. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so we're gonna get to room 46 today, and this is only the beginning of the end. We're definitely going to play through more of Blueprints and see if we can't solve more of the mystery and puzzles to find out if there's not another ending. There has to be more endings to this game because I only have one of the letters. We know that there are 8 red letters, there are 8 gems. That is one of the crown jewels. There has to be a way to get that. That has to be a permanent item. That can't be a temporary item. There's still the mystery of the microchips as well to understand what's behind that vault. There's also everything going on down here that we don't understand yet with the chessboard that's got some set of rules to it. And then there's that mystery box that we haven't solved yet. Before we do this, before we do go to room 46, there's a few things we need to do. We need to stop by one of the terminals, upgrade another one of our tile sets. Also, there are tons of buried points over here, and we're going to use the shovel to get them all. And hopefully get some more movement in the process. I mean, you know what? We have the kitchen that we have to go through anyway, so money helps get us more food. Money helps get us more food, so... Okay, I'm invigorated, chat. We are going to solve more of these puzzles in this game and find the other endings. There has to be another ending. I am not convinced that there will not be another ending. Especially because we just got so much money with such a good experiment. Give us the club sandwich, give us the banana. Give us the banana again. And I don't think I ate the dinner in the meal. In the actual main room. No, I didn't. We have a dining room? I didn't eat the meal in the dining room. So we're also going to go and eat the meal in the dining room to give us more steps at the end to make sure that we make it. Okay. Chat, today we get to room 46. But the end is only the beginning. Yeah, we'll go through security to use the disc. We have 70 steps, we're fine. Whoops. B. Let's upgrade another one of our floor plans. Hallway. Ooh. Hallway data has been found. Let's upgrade the hallway. Add an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. +1 locked trunk, +1 key. I'd rather get +1 key than just an additional hallway one time. Is this the upgrade you want? Yep. Floor plan has been successfully upgraded. That's neat. Okay. So we need to go. Yep. It's the cart. Chart and cart, which is H. Let's go eat this meal, get us even more steps. And we have the showroom. So it's an additional 20, so that's 20 more steps. Let's go. It was a good meal. Plus 31 steps. Yeah, because of the additional movement that we get. Okay. To continue up, you must go down. The basement key. The first time you get into here, you get the basement key. Okay, so before we go and enter room 46, we are going to go and permanently unlock the basement. And that was to happen the first time we get here to make sure that we would, in fact, go to the basement. I was wondering why I could not find or come across the basement key, and that is because mechanically it was in the antechamber. And now we will have a shortcut while we're exploring to get down here without having to use as many steps in the future. Not that it was necessarily a problem this time. The basement has now been permanently unlocked. I'll walk through it just to make sure. Ah, okay. Now on to room 46. Gosh, I've been told that room 46 gives you a hint to access more things in the game. All right, chat. Well, what day is it? What day did we get to? Day 22? Day 22, we made it to room 46 for the first time. For the not true ending of the game. Here we go. Our proof of inheritance.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. never looked up, for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds, or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
Oh, that was a good game. This is a good game. This is such a good year for video games. We didn't even find the other microchips yet. Okay, so there's still 2 more microchips that have implications to things. There's still so many things we haven't found. We haven't got to the secret garden. I'm convinced there's another ending to this game, especially knowing that there's another person here right now who had taken something. And there's more mechanics, there's more puzzles that I have yet to solve. So where originally I thought I was going to stop once I beat this game, I think we're going to go on for a few more streams of playing Blueprints, just to see if we can figure out the additional puzzles, like figure out how to access the boudoir, which apparently is from the message that is spelled out by the layout. There's just so much that is going to be so awesome. I'm so excited. I also need to take a screenshot of something here for the Blueprints Discord. For Christopher Manson, who opened many doors for me. Okay, what have we got? Mount Holly, your new home. We really snaked around the entire building. I think this might be what I need to take a screenshot of, my proof of inheritance. Apparently you're going to know what it is when you get the proof of inheritance. Save and continue. There's more to this game. Getting to room 46 was only the beginning. The next day. The next day? The next day? Open only in the event of inheritance. I'm gonna take a few screenshots of all this because I don't know what is the exact thing I need. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange. Especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth. Growing up, growing older, growing wiser, and in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation. I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself, and as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive towards. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with acolytes and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Oven Navarre, Herbert S. Sinclair. Oh, that was cool. I don't think we're gonna save here. I need to, before I go and call it stream really quickly, I need to look up what the proof of inheritance is supposed to be. So found room 46. I can do this later. They just want to have proof of, okay, you actually did the things. So we're going to just take some screenshots. Cool, beautiful. So we did that, chat. This has been a fantastic run. I've had a fantastic time playing this game with you all. I don't want to save and quit. I'm afraid if I save and quit, it's going to call it a day, and I wouldn't prefer if it doesn't do that. But I suppose it will be what it is. So we will click save and quit and see. Oh, call it a day. It's going to reset everything. I could just force exit the game. I could just not save and force exit the game. Let's see, is there any... It's the next day. There's got to be more mechanics to everything going on. Does this make different rooms now? Do we have tool shed to special items, hovel, schoolhouse, tool shed? We're not going to keep playing. We just want to take a quick peek, see. and then we're just going to Alt F4 and see how badly that messes with the game. It's going to be not saved, so it's not going to be too bad. So, before we go ahead and just call it at the end, I want to say it's this. I want to say to those on YouTube, thank you all for watching. To those in chat, thank you for joining me on this journey. We may have found room 46, but this is only the beginning. There is more afoot here, and I have an itch to solve these puzzles. So there will at least be a few more streams of blueprints before we put this game down for good.